Yeah, good morning, everybody. This is Deepa and Cameron. I think we missed last week's session and we apologize for that. Today, I am going to talk mostly about GPS tracking. That's something new we are launching. And along with that, I will also do a quick review of the releases that we have this month on our schedule. So I will share my screen. So just a quick review. We have launched digital tags where you can get your pricing on the digital tags, whatever is the price on your AltheaSuite. And this is something we launched during the prime time, and we are already doing one or two implementations to do a review of how it is going to work. GPS tracking is what I'm going to show today. There is a lot of automation in the order fulfillment. If we are using sales order, we had another release today. We are going to be able to tell you in 2 clicks that what you need to order, how much of what stock is there, and what is the difference, what are arriving on the POs. It's a very beautiful interface. Text messaging service we provided with Twilio earlier, and now we are also releasing with Podium. So if you're using Podium, we will be supporting that too. Sketch indent, I already discussed in one of the meeting. In-house financing, a lot of our customers wanted to do in-house financing where you would sell a appliance and then your customer will finance it through you, and we can create a complete payment schedule for your customer with the finance charges. So these are things we are working on and ready to release. So as our focus is GPS tracking today, I'm going to take you to my screen of AltheaSuite. So the concept is that we have a beautiful delivery module where if you created a sales order, you can send it to the delivery, or you are creating an invoice, you're not using our sales order module, you can still send it to the delivery queue. Now, we always had the delivery management. But what we have done now is that with the help of the GPS tracking device, of course, we'll tell you which device you need to get. That device is going to be in the truck. We will be able to track all turn-by-turn directions, how your truck is moving, where exactly your truck is right now. If you have more than one truck, where are both the trucks as of now? You will be able to track everything. Not just in the real time, you can also go back and track the history. Like maybe you did not have time today to see what's going on, but if there is a complaint or something like that, you can always come back and check it. So what I have done already is I have set up a demo database, so I don't have to do all those things here again. I made 4 sales orders, and all these orders, I'll just do a quick review. These orders are supposed to be delivered. I mark them as delivered, and I will get you to this screen how I got here. But just to give you a little bit overview of how I mark them as delivered is I'm creating an order, and same works with invoice. If people are just using invoice, I just said these products are to be delivered. I did not schedule it at the time of delivery. Some of our customers do schedule it right at that time, and it goes on the calendar. So once this is done, these are the 4 orders. They came to my pending delivery queue, which is here, pending deliveries. Now over here, a part of auto fulfillment is we are giving you the color indications like which product can be delivered, which cannot be delivered. So you could come here and whatever you see can be delivered, you could combine them together and create a trip. So I have already created a trip. All your trips are going to be here. These are all the trips that you've created. And if a trip is already done, that becomes a delivery history, meaning you've already delivered this product and now it's the history. Maybe you have not invoiced it, so go ahead and convert that to invoice. So those are the steps you can do. But let's get to this trip. Now, in order for me to show this to you, I also need to have a truck moving around so that I can show you how to track it. So I do have some data which is backdated. So I can show you how the simulation, you can see the trucks moving around and how you can pause and change the trucks and see in between two trucks. So I do have some data for 4th of September. So these are two trips that I have. The integration is at the setting part, which we will review later. So now that I have created a trick, if you click on GPS tracking, uh, this is the section which I have also opened it here. This GPS tracking section gives you exactly where you have to go, how you have to reach to this customer. This is just a view right now, how this truck is going, this direction, this trip has not started. Similarly, there's another truck which I created a route, and it's going to tell you how this whole route is going to be to go from one direction to another. Now, let's go ahead and track how the performance of truck was on the route that I took on 4th. I have two trucks. I have added two trucks in my system, and both the trucks I have GPS device. And just to make it a little bit more clear, which I should have shown in the beginning, I will do a little review there so you understand how I have done this setup. So I'm going to take you to the setting. In the setting, I have a GPS tracking. One Step GPS is the device that we use as of now. It's a third-party company, and they are the ones who offer the device. And when you see show devices, so if you have two devices or three or more, as soon as we add your API key with them, this is their API key, which is not showing here, you will see all your different devices here. Device A, device B, device C in different trucks. Now, once this is connected to your GPS and the devices are added, I'm going to go and connect those to the trucks that we have in AltheaSuite. So in my delivery tab, I have delivery trucks. So these are all different trucks. Most of the time you would have one truck or two truck or three trucks. I just have a demo database with a lot of trucks. So these are the trucks that I have. And what I did was I'm going to modify that truck and just connect the device here. That's all you have to do. Put the API key. It will automatically populate the devices that you have. And then it is going to show up here and connect the truck. So tomorrow, if this device is going to be in any other truck, all you got to do is connect that truck with the device here. So you could share the device in between different trucks also if all the trucks are not going on the same day, or maybe it's just one particular truck that you want to track. So once all this setup is done, I have two trucks here. I can track right here too. So over here, I have two trucks. I can say allow multiple selection. I can select truck one, truck two. Once this is done, I'm going to come here and say GPS tracking. This is the time this is going to open here. The map is not loading, so I have it opened here. So this is the same action I did there. I came to both the trucks and I said, I want to see where my trucks are. So as of now, my trucks are idle. They're not moving. But we will go back to 4th of September and we will say show historical GPS tracking just to show you how you will be able to see the routes. Simulate history. Now you see at that time on that day, these trucks were moving. We can say a larger map and then it's going to show you how they're going. And this has happened in the past. You could track it in the real time, but I'm just showing you a past data. So I can further say it's moving very slow this because the play speed is 10. I can make it faster because you're looking for something particular. Stop simulation, start simulation. So now it's going to show you a much faster speed. I can also say, okay, let me just track one truck right now because it's taking a lot of area. So if you see here, it's showing us how the truck is moving. And it's going to go to what all it did, where all it went, and everything. So if I make it even faster, now this information is good for you to know the performance. If your truck said I went here, there, and if you want to check it, or if sometimes something wrong happened, or customer said nobody came in time, you could track all that because we also tell you the time there, at what time truck was on this route on this date. Now, this information eventually in our upcoming releases will also be handy because this will be available for your customer too. So, they will be able to see, oh, okay, this truck is on its way
This truck is on its way.
and arriving. I can hear myself. Um, so this is going to go there. And with this current setup, so if we know the distance between the truck and the destination of the customer is 15 minutes, we can also trigger a text message that we are on our way for the delivery. So let's go ahead and bring it all together. Stop simulation, start simulation. Over here, we also have some little buttons. If you want to say, pause it right here, I want to evaluate right here. These are just extra minute details that can help you evaluate this better. So it's going to pause that at that area. If you say, okay, forward that a little bit, it's going to go ahead with that much time and forward it so you can see the exact time and you can get to that time where you want to see where the truck is. So I will start it again. We will just track one truck. This one is not moving. So we will track this one. Stop simulation. Let the map load a little. Oh, it's going very fast. We'll make it slow. You see that? Um, it can give you all the directions, everywhere, how the route is taken, and at this time when they're going, how it is going. So in order to get to this, you will have to, if anybody is interested, the first step is to get to that one-step GPS company and get a device from them. The device is not very expensive. I think it's around $10 or something like that. I don't know the exact price. It's a price that they give you and you pay them. That's what you do. And then you reach out to us and then we can activate this module and then we can do the setup for you. So this is how we can track your routes. Eventually, when this whole trip is done, and these are always there in AltheaSuite. Earlier, we were not tracking it with the GPS. If you go to the delivery history, we will be able to show you exactly how much time the truck has taken, the distance traveled, how many stops they had. All those details are here on this screen here. If you look at the trips also, the trips are also initially telling you estimated time for this complete trip. Like, okay, to get to A to B to C, looks like the total time is going to be maybe 15 minutes, but the driver took 20 minutes or 10 minutes. So the trip estimated time and trip in progress and trip actual time it took. We're going to be able to give you all the details if these devices are going to be used. So this is something, it's very simple, a lot of work in the back end for our development team. But for you guys, the interface has become much easier than what it was earlier. So what I showed was that I created that delivery trip from orders. You could not, you don't have to use orders. You could be just using the sales invoice. It's the same process. Go ahead and make a sales invoice. We do have ability to create the delivery right there. While you're making an invoice, I will add a customer since Cameron is here. We will add Cameron as a customer. Did I add Cameron in this account? There we go. I can right here select another address. I have her address of California. I will add that here while I'm adding the products. On this screen right here, you can say these products needs to be delivered. So let it be order or invoice. From both the places, we can schedule a delivery. So once this is added, I'll accept the payment. Let me see if I have a serial number. Otherwise, during the delivery, it's going to ask me for the serial number. I'll allocate a serial number, pay by cash, and save it. So we just created an invoice for Cameron. I'm going to make one more invoice. so that I can show you how to combine and create trips. So we'll give him also a different ship to address, and then add this here, add one more product to be delivered, to be delivered. We'll give him also, there's no serial number. I can quickly add a new serial right here, though not the right way to do it. But if I have a serial number which is not added in the system, I can just quickly assign it right here, accept the money, and save that. Now, both the invoices that I made here, if I come to pending deliveries, if you see here, these are the invoices we just made. Both are showing red. Maybe I don't have stock. That's why they both are showing red. I'm going to combine these two and say create a trip. Okay, these two are the products. Obviously, you're not going to create a trip if it's red. You will only create a trip for something which is green, meaning you have stock to deliver that product. So I'm going to create a trip from here, assign it a driver, give it a truck. I will assign it to the Redmond truck, give it any day, today's date or future date, whatever date you want to. Save and print a delivery manifest right from there. This will print a nice manifest document where the driver knows what to pick, from which location he has to pick the products, and then load the truck. So now I have a trip ready. This is the trip I have. I can search it by the day. Let's see if I think this is what I just created for today's date. So here is my trip. So creating an order or an invoice, both of them can bring, but it will come only from one place. If you convert it order to invoice, that doesn't mean you getting two trips in the system. The products are going to get added to the pending delivery only once. And you can combine pending orders and pending invoices, both of them together, to create a route for your driver. Right here now, once you have added a trip, you have that button active here, GPS tracking. And that's what I was showing you, that will tell you how to get from one place to another. So one more thing is that you already have created a trip. Now you have another order which you want to add to that existing trip. So let's say that I have another invoice for one more customer which has come up, but the trip has not yet started. So I'll come back here. I will say, Jason. I tried to create logins with my own team name, but so it's easy for me to remember what addresses I'm adding. Okay, so we'll give address here, add another product, add one more. Now I'm saying you could also do it here. It's pending delivery. This one customer said he's going to pick up. That's absolutely fine. And then again, I don't have a serial. I might just allocate here. This is not the right way to do it because you're not linking it with any purchase. That could be a problem because then I don't have cost for this serial. So this is only provision is there in case you really have a missing serial number and you just want to quickly add it while making invoice. So we're going to pay now, accept the money, and save that. What this has done is, if we go back to pending deliveries, one product came here for Christy. It's on pending delivery. One product came here for Christy. It's on pending pickup. It did not come here. Okay. Sorry, that was a service item. So it's not going to show here. Now I want to add this thing in the same trip that I just created. So I'm going to select that, assign to existing trip. Let's find out the trip for that 25th of sorted by the schedule date. This is the trip I just created, and I'll say okay. So now one more customer got added to the same trip and update that. So now we have another trip added, and then same thing, you can do the tracking when the driver has started. You can also track it once he's done it. And that's all I had to show today in the deliveries and the trips and the route. While I've got everybody's attention here, if you are using sales orders, and on our sales orders, people who are heavily using sales orders, this is our release that we have updated few accounts today. We have added this option, show consolidated item list. If you click on that, what is this screen is going to be able to show you all the products that are in your AltheaSuite account in the sales orders, which you need to order to procure for your customers. Now, this is calculating what you have in stock, what you have on the POs also. So if this product, Electrolux Front Load, was added in multiple different orders, it's going to combine it together and say that these are pending fulfillments. This is your current stock. This is what is arriving on the PO. You could also say, I do not want to consider what is arriving on the PO as available and still order. You can further apply the filter of preferred vendor here. I can say, okay, show me only Whirlpool products. So for your Whirlpool, these are all the products that you need to order. Now you could allow multiple selection. Go ahead and select that. And from these three dots, you can create back order POs. So what I'm doing is I have combined all my orders. I'm checking a consolidated view. After all this is done, we can combine these together and create a back order PO for that one vendor who is my preferred vendor for all these products. Once I've created this back order PO, so you're going to come here, create a back order PO. Creating a back order PO is going to be helpful because when these products actually arrive, the order is going to get updated. So there are different multiple orders in this view. All of them will get updated that PO has arrived, the product has been received, and you are ready to fulfill it. So Whirlpool is my vendor. I can allocate a warehouse from wherever I'm going to receive it. I will say the warehouse. All these products are here. And if you see order number, customer name, order number, customer name. So we have different orders here. And then we're going to save that. PO quantity cannot be greater than invoice quantity. Maybe some PO is already created. Okay. Let's hope I can save it. Okay. So now, whichever PO has been created, those products will not show here because you're already done. You're ready to receive that stock. The most important thing is this view was not there earlier. This is brand new. We always had show item list where it was showing different items, but we could never tell you a consolidated. Otherwise, you would have to order 10 TVs, maybe 2 for Deepa, 8 for Camryn. You would be creating different purchase orders. Here, it's a consolidated view that you get. Once all this is done and that PO is received as a purchase, your order is going to automatically get updated with the serial number that you added in that purchase. So it's a very enhanced, powerful screen. Everybody is using orders. It's useful. We're going to do the same thing in the sales invoice also. Be able to combine multiple and convert, because I know we have a lot of customers who don't use orders, who use sales invoice directly. Any questions for me? So that
April wants
that
to know
PO that
if we're going over
ahead.
digital price tags.
I will do a separate thing on the digital price tag, April, because it's a full meeting by itself. I'll have to show you how to create those price tags you can design at the back end in AltheaSuite. I will do a full review on that. So my main focus was today GPS tracking. Some of you, if you're already using this particular GPS device, we will be very happy to set up for you. If you're not using it, if you want it, it's a great thing to have. Of course, you will have to be using our delivery module, but you will be able to track everything here. Okay. I guess, um, and we can do digital price tag in 2 weeks from now. We'll send an email and we'll set a time for that. Sounds good. I think nobody has any questions. As usual, if anybody wants one-on-one meeting to get these setups done, please reach out to our team, and we will be happy to do the setup. We are still not released this yet. We do have 2 customers who are going live with it in this month, the GPS device tracking. And for anybody else who wants to use it, we will be happy to do it. Yes.
Awesome. Well, if no one has any questions, I think we're good to end it here. As per usual, that link I sent at the beginning where all the trainings will be residing from on out. But I hope to see you all next week.
Yes, next week we will review service calls. And yes, we are looking forward to seeing all of you there. Thank you.
Bye.